welcome back for another live show from us, Digital Puppets, from our cartoon studio. And here we are again, the Look Creative Brothers, Scott and Anthony Evans. How are you this week, Ant?
I'm good. How are you?
You good? That's it.
Yeah,
I'm fine. Right, let's get on with the show then. Right, well, we've got a lot for you all again this week. Later in the show, we're going to be showcasing some new puppets that we've been working on. And then, for our usual school time section, we're going to be showing you how you can make your own custom warp cycle. So not the warp cycle that is presently the default options on the latest Character Animator. We're going to actually show you how you can make your own warp cycle so you can make the character do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But before we get to any of that, sorry, what? You interrupted me.
I was going to say, yeah, it opens up quite a few options. But like I say, I'll get into that later on. So, carry on, Scott.
Right, okay. Well, before we get to any of that, we've got another very special guest with us this week, and we're going to be interviewing a pioneering Twitch character gamer who I'm sure you've all heard of, Scribbleh. Right, now, and there's no need to turn on the TV this week because Scribbleh's come all the way from Norway to join us right here in our studio. Hello and welcome. You can come in now.
Hello!
Hello!
I'm here!
You alright?
How are you? Yep, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're really good. Thank you very much for joining us.
We're happy that you can come and join us.
Oh, no,
What's that like when I said you'd
thanks
join
for
us all the
inviting
way
me.
from Norway?
Yeah. That is right.
How's it up there at the moment? Weather good?
The weather is shitty. As per usual, it's raining. It's getting darker. Just the way I like it.
I was up in Norway pretty much this time last year. Up where the palace is. Yeah, it's a beautiful country.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Amazing. I've always considered myself to be not super tall, but, you know, above average height. But I felt like a small person when I went to Norway. Everyone seemed to be about 7 foot tall. I literally stepped off the plane and everybody towered over me. I felt like a hobbit.
Oh, right, really?
Well,
I guess. I had the same experience when I went to the States. Because I felt like a hobbit in the States. Because everybody was so tall. I don't know. I feel at home here. But maybe it's because all my friends are about my height. I don't know.
Right, well, let's
I'm
get
very short
straight
too.
into it.
Alright.
Well, I'm 5'11". I don't think that's short. But like I say, everyone over there seems to be over 6 foot.
Yeah. Right. You're probably right.
Right then, right. So if you don't mind me asking, who is the creator behind Scribbleh? Who is your Dr. Frankenstein, and what can you tell us about him?
Well, he hasn't told me his name yet. All I know is that he wants to be called a professor. He's more of like a mad scientist, to be honest. But yeah, he's I honestly don't really know. He just goes by the name of the professor. He's the one who made me.
Yeah.
And that's about it. That's all I know.
Oh, well.
Well, I know more, but that's all I can tell you about him.
The mysterious professor,
as a person. Yeah, he's mysterious.
Well, do you have any idea in regards to the professor? What was his first forays into graphics and animation? Had he, worked on any other creations before you? Has he worked in animation before, or was you his very first creation?
He's been working with he's actually been working for ad agencies his almost his whole adult life. He's worked for one of Norway's smallest ad agencies and one of Norway's largest ad agencies, if not Scandinavia's largest. His first job was actually as a videographer, or a cameraman, I should say, not a videographer. He grew up in a small mountain town in Norway called Trysil, where he shot videos for the mountain town's website, and from there he went to Oslo to work with Flash, to make Flash banners and interactive stuff in Flash for like basically whatever the customer needed or the client needed. You know, like if it was Flash banner ads or like a website or anything. So he's been doing that for about 6 years or so.
I mean, we started off
then he
in Flash.
Oh, sorry. Oh, me too.
No, sorry,
I mean, the professor. He did too. That was his.
Well, I mean, I've.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Me and Anthony was having this conversation before, where there's a bit of a delay. So sometimes it sounds like it's almost like it sounds like we're interrupting, or vice versa, because you're hearing me after I've started talking and whatnot. Not that the people watching.
Right, yeah. And it's probably the same for you guys, right?
Interrupting you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's
no,
a
I'm
slight little
sorry.
time dilation. But
I
no,
thought I
it's
was
good to be with
interrupting you
That's how we got
guys.
started in Flash.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Right, so when we know there's no one...
Oh, pardon my French.
No, but I remember
I do
about
have
10 years ago...
I got a potty mouth.
That's okay.
What, sorry?
That's all allowed.
Oh, that's no problem.
Yeah, I won't worry about that.
I don't think there's any
good.
kids watching at this time anyway. They should all be in bed. Unless people are watching from America, then I suppose it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and the kids are watching. So in that case, put your fingers in your ear. Cover your ears. But yeah, we started off in Flash about 12 years ago. And back then, I thought it was amazing, Flash. Like I thought websites could be really creative and whatnot. And then you had the whole problem with it was with Steve Jobs, wasn't it? Between Steve Jobs and
yeah, as soon
Adobe,
as the iPhone came
he
about,
kind of stopped the whole Flash thing working.
Yeah, he turned around and say he didn't want Flash to work on web pages or something like that. So everyone kind of like jumped to Illustrator then, I think. But like all the Flash animations that people were making for websites just seems to come to a halt, really.
Yeah, because if you look at websites
that's
nowadays,
what
they're all
actually.
kind of...
Oh yeah, sorry. That's what actually like made me like quit my job, because they were forcing us to move into different fields, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stick with Flash, because Flash was my baby.
Yeah, I think Scott's the same.
I still use Flash to this day.
Yeah, Scott uses Flash now.
I mean, I do all my graphics. I don't even like using Illustrator. I do all my artwork and design in Flash, or I use Animate now, and then I import it as either an SVG, or sometimes I go back to an older version and export as a FXG, because for some reason when you do with the new one with Animate, it messes up all the shadows and blur things and whatnot. So I tend to export in the older Flash file. So yeah, I don't like using Illustrator at all.
Yeah, me neither. I can never get the hang of Illustrator. I mean, I know it now, but I still prefer to draw and do all of my stuff in Flash, for sure.
Yeah, totally agree, 100%. I hate use. Like I said, I know how to use Illustrator, and I use it for the bits and bobs that I have to use it for. But 90% of the time, I'm using Flash still.
I actually prefer Illustrator now.
Yeah.
I mean, Flash
Really?
isn't completely... I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
I
the animation...
Like I say, I haven't used Flash in probably about 12 years since when Scott started. That's kind of when I stopped. And,
right.
Been using Illustrator since then. But you just get used to it then. You get stuck using... once you get into one bit of software, it's always hard to change and go to another one, I find.